So I actually prepared for bed, but then HDB, MES, and MND just dropped a late night bombshell on some new property cooling measures, and I thought it would be important for me to react and upload something on my YouTube channel outside of my normal upload schedule. I wanted to have an early night today, but I guess you can just put me in a zoo with Jia Jia and Kai Kai because that's not going to happen. And if you look at their joint release, I really like how they just go market interest rates have risen significantly. That I think really summarizes everything about why they are doing this. And also, of course, HDB prices have been going up and up over the past years and years. So yeah, I think they have to do something to curb the uncontrolled price increase. After reading this news, I think there are three major things that they're changing. One, for the calculation of TDSR as well as MSR, they're actually increasing the assumed interest rates. So it is going to be more difficult for borrowers to borrow money because TDSR and MSR takes your gross monthly income and then caps the amount of loan you can take based on your monthly salary. So they didn't reduce the TDSR further as they did a while ago. And they also did not reduce the MSR. They both stand at 55% for TDSR and 30% for MSR, which means you cannot use more than 55% of your salary or monthly income on loans. And specifically for HDB purchase, you cannot exceed 30% of your income on HDB loan. So while these two figures have not changed, the assumed interest rate has gone up, and therefore, your loan amount, the assumed loan amount is going to be higher, and therefore you will not be able to borrow as much. Now, this video is brought to you by Weeboo, and you can use my link satisfy.com/Weeboo to sign up and get yourself fantastic goodies such as free shares. Weeboo also currently gives you 0% commission as well as let you trade from as low as $5 per trade. And therefore, you can lower your cost by a lot and trade with small amounts. And you get free shares to kickstart your investment journey. So I really thank Weeboo for sponsoring this video because without sponsors like this, I don't think I will be that hardworking in making videos. Thanks Weeboo again for sponsoring this video. Now the second thing is that loans are also going to be harder to get for HDBs because HDB loans LTV used to be 85%. It is now going to decrease to 80%, meaning to say in the past you can actually borrow up to 85% of the property price, but now you can only borrow 80%. This is for HDB loans. Now for private bank loans, they have been 75% for a while now, and that is unchanged at 75%. So by increasing the assumed interest rate of your loan as well as decreasing the LTV, the net effect is rather similar, and that is to reduce the ability to borrow from banks or HDB to buy your property. This is stated to be a reaction to the rising interest rates to ensure that home buyers can actually afford paying their loans and not borrow too much and then end up not being able to pay. If you're refinancing a property that you're staying in, this new assumed interest rate actually doesn't affect you. However, if you are doing a home equity withdrawal, which means to borrow at a larger quantum, this new interest rate will come into play to calculate your TDSR. Now, the third and last major change really hurt me quite a bit because, as you can see here, they will impose a wait-out period of 15 months for private property owners to buy a non-subsidized HDB resale flat. And therefore, if I were to sell off my condo apartment, I have to wait 15 months to buy a resale HDB. Now, previously, I could just buy a HDB and then have 6 months to sell my condo, but now I have to sell my condo first, be homeless for I guess 15 months, and then be able to buy a resale HDB. So that means I either have to move back to my parents' place or I will have to rent if I were to go the option of switching to HDB instead of living in a condo. And this change really comes at such a coincidental time because I'm turning 35 in a few months and I was actually considering whether or not to downgrade to a HDB in an older video. But I guess that option is now a lot less doable because of the 15-month waiting period. Seniors aged 55 years and above are actually exempt from this rule if they are moving to a 4-room or smaller flat. I'm clearly not a senior, so yeah, I am precluded from buying a resale HDB until they change this rule. They have mentioned that it is a temporary measure. But given the way property prices are in Singapore, I really doubt that they will remove this anytime soon. So the net impact is this: because it's harder to get a loan, there will be fewer eligible home buyers, and therefore I think the hope of the authorities is to temper the rising property prices. Although I wonder how effective it is by tweaking the interest rate slightly up and then reducing the LTV slightly. I don't think that is going to change affordability that much. I think the third ruling of disallowing private owners from downgrading might actually cause HDB prices to not rise that much. In fact, some have speculated that it might cause HDB prices to go down. Yeah, who knows what will happen. This rule also makes me wonder how many private property owners are actually downgrading to HDB such that such a rule will actually help to temper HDB property prices. And the thing is, with mortgage interest rates going up the way they have been with the rising interest rate environment, I think there'll be more and more private property owners who actually cannot afford their private property anymore and then have to sell and downgrade to HDB. And this rule actually prevents them from doing so. So people who are over leveraged in their property purchase in the past might find themselves in a very sticky situation where they cannot sell their private property and downgrade to HDB for better affordability. I hope this summary of the news will be useful to you. Of course, this is a knee-jerk reaction to the new rules. I think over the next few weeks, we'll see more of the fallout. So subscribe to my Telegram group. If I have further updates, I will definitely post it there. Do like my video and also check out all the other videos that's popping out on the screen right now. And I'll see you next video.